Good afternoon, conference. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to talk to you all today. Thank you for inviting me. To be perfectly honest, I never thought I'd see the day that I'd be in such distinguished company, nor, I'm sure, did many of my teachers. Ironically, I was never really cut out for school. I was naughty. What we call it now is challenging off-task behaviour. But conference, my teachers kept on forgiving me. They kept on nurturing me, because that's what great teachers do. And here I am today, standing in front of you. So thank you to all those who've helped me be here with you today. If you'll permit me an anecdote, an autistic young man I met while serving my time in Huyton as associate head would be equally amazed to find me addressing the Labour Party conference. Let's call him James. Fresh from the National College of School Leadership, shaking in my boots, much as I am now, I delivered my first assembly to the gathered throng of 15-year-old cherubs. After the assembly, James met me on the yard. Later, he marched up to me and introduced himself in that over-familiar way that autistic young people do. I'm James, and you are Mrs. Sharples. In this posh voice, I could have been blown over. He said, you're the associate head teacher from the National College of School Leadership. I enjoyed your assembly. It was quite thought-provoking. This is in the middle of Huyton in Liverpool, colleagues. He then said, tell me, Mrs. Sharples, what are you trying to achieve with this frivolous hairstyle you're wearing? So I went on to explain to James about the culture of black people and the history of black people in our city and the fact that I'm a fashion victim, as I guess you would gather. He said, that's all very well and good, and it's very, very nice, but I think you'll find your colleagues won't take you seriously. Seriously, he did. Yet here I am. Conference. Liverpool boasts the greatest improvements in recent years in GCSE results as compared to other local authorities all around the country. It's true. From 41.2% of our students getting 5A star to C, including English and Maths in 2008, to 56% this year, in line with the national average, despite the deprivation right across our city. 20 out of 23 of our secondary schools have 4 out of 5 leaving with 5 good GCSE passes. We're delighted. The city's A-level pass rate is provisionally at the moment at 97.9% compared to the national of 97.8%. Secondary education in Liverpool is a real success story, much to Messrs Cameron and Go's dismay, I expect. My own school, Parklands, boasts a similar story of exceptional progress. In the face of huge adversity, situated as it is in Speak, which is one of the most deprived wards in the country on every indicator that we measure. In 2007, colleagues, my school was banded worst school in the country, with just 1% of young people gaining 5A star to C. The school, as you can imagine, went into special measures. The structural solution was around National Challenge, and my school became the first of National Challenge Trust schools, in partnership with the Blue Coat School and others. A new governing body was put in place, a new leadership team, and of course a new head teacher, yours truly. Year on year, we have made tremendous progress, from 1% in 2007 to 15% in 2008, to 21 to 23, and this summer, colleagues, 29% of my babies gained 5A star to C, including English and Maths. Just 1% away from our target of 30%. We were over the moon. Speak partied and we partied. But conference, that apparently is not good enough. In fact, the 30% would not have been good enough. Why? Because the magic number, the new floor target, has changed to 35%. And in Mr. Gove's eyes, we are a failing school. Shame on you, Michael. How dare you? ,47% of my students gained a GCSE at C and above in English this year. The vast majority of those learners are at level 3 or very weak level 4 with poor literacy skills. It is tremendous progress, and our journey of improvement is set to continue. Our current year 11 are hoping for 35%, please God. But of course, Mr. Gove will have moved the goalposts again. In August, the results will be published, and we'll be delighted, and there'll be tears of joy as there were this year, and I don't exaggerate, mums and dads, the toughest in speak, tears of joy, so proud. But this government will still continue to label our school as failing, because once again, we will be below their arbitrary floor target. The new magic number will be 40%, soon to be up to 50%. Shame on you, Michael Gove. How dare you? Now, conference, my young people don't know what a floor target is. They believe they're the best kids in the world because that's what we tell them every day. They believe that nothing but the best is good enough for them because we tell them every day. Every child is going for gold at Parklands High School. They believe that their school is the best school in the world, and everybody knows that achieving starts with believing. But colleagues, I can't protect them from Mr. Gove's harsh reality forever. We are due another Ofsted inspection, and the game will be up. This new inspection framework has no place for schools below floor target. What do I tell my teachers? What do I tell my children and my community? That I lied? That their unbelievable progress is worthless? That all of their hard work has been for nothing? Shame on you, Michael Gove. How dare you? How dare you steal the hopes and dreams of a generation of young people? Michael Gove, you are a dream stealer. It saddens me deeply, colleagues. When I came into the profession, I believed that education was about the flourishing of humanity, about raising young people to distinction. And now, I'm not so sure. This accountability framework is knocking the stuffing out of me. On a really bad day, I consider leaving the profession. There seems to be no light at the end of the tunnel for children in schools like mine. I guess this conference is our hope. Colleagues like you, you are our hope. Somehow, conference, we have to make the people of our country come to their senses before it's too late. Conference, we need you to give us back our hopes and dreams. Thank you. Thank you. Conference, if I may, I'd like to introduce my hero and yours, Andy Burnham, Shadow Secretary of State for Education.
How do I follow that?